Recently, China's steel industry has been experiencing a serious crisis. Numerous plants, especially private ones, are closing down one after another across the country, from Tangshan in Hebei to Guangzhou, Chongqing in Jiangsu. The situation is particularly dire for manufacturers of square and round pipes, which are widely used in construction. The main reason for the crisis is the sharp decline in China's real estate market. The construction industry, which is the largest consumer of steel, has faced unprecedented difficulties due to the decline in demand for housing. This has led to a significant reduction in the need for steel structures and pipes. Many steel companies have been forced to lay off employees en masse or put them on unpaid leave. Workers are looking for new job opportunities, but the situation is complicated by the general economic downturn in the country. Even the electronics industry, where former metallurgists are trying to find jobs, is experiencing difficulties due to the reduction of foreign orders. A striking example of the crisis was the bankruptcy of Jiangsu Delong Nickel Industry, the largest producer of stainless steel. Despite the fact that the company was one of the 500 largest private enterprises in China with annual revenues of nearly 170 billion yuan, it was unable to cope with the fall in nickel prices and the general decline in the industry. The bankruptcy of Delong Nickel Industry triggered a domino effect in China's steel industry. Hundreds of banks, wholesalers, equipment suppliers and traders both in China and abroad were jeopardized. For example, one of China's largest traders, Shengyu, whose transactions with Delong exceeded $7 billion in 2023, saw its share price plummet. Another shocking event was the bankruptcy of Donglan Group, a company with a turnover of more than 125 billion yuan that was among the top 500 enterprises in China. This bankruptcy affected 18,000 employees and raised serious concerns about the stability of the entire industry. In order to cope with the crisis, Chinese steel companies began to aggressively increase exports. In the first half of 2024, China's steel exports rose 24% to 53 million tons. However, this led to a collapse in global steel prices and caused dissatisfaction of other producing countries. The massive export of cheap Chinese steel has dealt a serious blow to local producers in many countries. For example, Chile's largest steel mill, Huachipato, was forced to suspend operations because of its inability to compete with Chinese imports, whose prices were 40% lower. In response to steel dumping, many countries launched anti-dumping investigations against Chinese products. The US almost completely closed its market to Chinese steel by imposing high duties. Brazil, Mexico, Vietnam, the Philippines and other countries have also initiated protective measures. Despite all the difficulties, the Chinese government continues to maintain a high level of steel production, fearing rising unemployment and worsening financial situation of the regions. However, this only exacerbates the problem of overproduction and causes international discontent. The crisis in China's steel industry clearly demonstrates the structural problems of the Chinese economy and the difficulty of transitioning from an investment and export-driven growth model to a more balanced model. The coming years will show whether China can make the necessary reforms and adapt to the new economic realities. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. We wish you success and prosperity.